Right, g'day everyone. Okay, it's probably going to be a bit all over the place, this video. There's no real specific purpose for this video. I just felt like making a video, show a few things that I've been up to. Yeah, as you can see, I've redone the firewall. I pushed it out, wet rubbed it. Wasn't a perfect job of wet rubbing, and yeah, repainted the firewall in the satin black. I think it's just far better than the red. And if you haven't watched previous videos, I've changed my plan for the colour on this. I've decided I'm just going to do the whole thing in gloss black, and yeah, rather than the metallic red. But yeah, the metallic red was crashing with the red of the engine. So yeah, this is way better. And yeah, I finally got the speedy sleeve to put on my harmonic balancer. So I got that on. Probably could have made a video on fitting that. And yeah, anyway, as I said, I've got it on, but I still don't have the right bolt. Yeah, it's probably still tight. This is the bolt that was in the crank when it came back from the engine reco. So whether I've lost the bolt, misplaced it, or whether they lost it, stole it or something, but yeah, the bolt that's in is not the right one. I got to go and get the right one. And I'm also going to need to be able to torque that up to proper specs. Yeah, so I made a tool yesterday. I like making my own tools. It's sort of yeah, just a fun thing to do. Yeah, what you don't want to do, and there isn't really any way of doing it anyway, but to try and hold the outside while you're torquing it. This has got a rubber piece between it, and yeah, if I had plenty of money laying about, I'd have just gone and bought a new one rather than sleeving the old one anyway. The old one had grooves running around it from the seal. But yeah, these rubbers deteriorate. They have been known to come off and also to slip, which means that your time marks are not in the right place. Where is the time mark anyway? Can't even feel like it's right there at the top. Little groove. I'm going to put a little bit of white enamel in there, just so it shows up easy when I go to time it. But yeah, it's the tool I made. Just a bit of plate. It's cut out roughly with the angle grinder. I don't have a hole saw anywhere near that size. And yeah, I was just going to use a hole saw. I have a hole saw that's big enough to fit the socket through. But then I realised that it's got this lip on here. So if I just did a small hole, I would then have to pack the bolts out with washers. So yeah, cut a bigger hole, and yeah, this toolbox thing is sitting in the way at the moment. But yeah, it'll just bolt on there, run down to the ground. And, so yeah, just for the purpose of torquing it up. I mean, there's other ways to do it. But, yeah. Like what I used to do and would have done in the past is just jammed a screwdriver or something or a crowbar in on the teeth of the flywheel, but you can damage the flywheel doing that, and they slip out and whatever. So yeah, this is a far better way of doing it. So bit of work involved, but that's right, it's worth it. The other thing I've got to do, I don't know if this is possibly a Chevy water pump or something. This came with another piece that I bought. So yeah, it was brand new, so I put it on. But yeah, you got two heater outlets and you only need one. And I found this bit of rubber plug. I don't know what it is. It was just lying on the ground. It's probably actually a furniture leg or something, and I put that on there, but I'm not real confident about that holding, so yeah, I'm going to actually tap a thread in there. Hopefully I've got a big enough tap and a bolt to match it, so I'm going to tap a thread in that and screw a bolt in it, put a bit of stag paste on there to make sure it's sealed. Yeah, so still got to pull my steering box apart yet. Steering box itself's fine, there's no play in it, but it leaks fluid out of this bottom thing, so I've got to pull it apart just to put a seal in it. I do have video saved on doing that, so yeah, refer back to that. The Briggs has sort of come to a bit of a halt at the moment. Yeah, that's because I've been doing other things. I've still got to put I got the whole entire engine here. A lot of corrosion on the alloy, so yeah, that's going to go back into the sandblaster at some point. I did seal it all up so it's safe to put in there. That on the floor, that's rust converter. I bought this. This non-acid, non-toxic, water soluble rust converter, and I bought that because being a non-acid, you can spray it. You don't have to wash it off. You can spray it inside panels and things and leave it there. And yeah, I told you it's going to be all over the place. Yeah, so I've done that. I've done that in the first half of my seat back, which is out in the shed now. I'm going to get it out, but also inside here. So yeah, I've drilled holes either side, and I sprayed the rust converter down inside all this channel. Yeah, because it was a little bit rusty. I've also sprayed it inside this other piece just here that I can't get inside of, but and I've sprayed fish oil in there as well. Still dripping out actually, but yeah. Now I got to wash the fish oil off. Not sure what to use with that, but I got to wash it all out off the outside, and I don't want to use like thinners or something like that because I don't want to wash the undercoat off. Like the top coat, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to repaint it anyway, but I don't want to wash the primer off the outside. I probably should have done it before I primed it, but anyway, I do things like that, so yeah. Probably try a bit of metho or some, yeah, I'll get some turp. Oh, no, turps will still wash the enamel off. Oh, why not? Anyway, yeah, so that's the next job. Be done sometime today. Figure out how I'm going to wash the fish oil off the outside of that. I've got some rubber plugs to plug the holes up with. Yeah. The other thing that's happening, this is a lid off a blanket box that I built, and I'm using lacquers and stain and stuff that's been left over from other jobs, and stained it, and it still sort of wasn't dark enough. It was a bit sort of red, too reddish to match the other furniture I got in my bedroom, so I'd been given a stain and varnish, so I went over that. Like, and I did it with a spray gun, because if you've ever used stain and varnish, it leaves brush marks, and the brush marks, if you get any build-up of stain and varnish, it's darker where the build-up is, so it really shows up brush marks badly, especially if you go across the grain with a brush, which you shouldn't really be doing anyway, but on certain jobs it's near impossible to not do that. So I sprayed it, and then I went over it with a clear lacquer, and because I didn't want a satin, I wanted a gloss. But the lacquer reacted to the stain of varnish, a different brand, and it just wouldn't dry. It was on here for 2 days and it was still just as wet as when I sprayed it on there. So yeah, I've had to wash all that off with methair. And yeah, once again, I didn't want to use anything stronger than that because I didn't want to wash off the other stain of varnish. But anyway, as I said, I've managed to wipe all that other clear lacquer off, and I was going to go and buy some clear lacquer, but it's majorly expensive. It's like $50 a litre. I can pay that. I haven't got it to pay it anyway, so yeah. So I'm just using a spray tin clear enamel. That seems to have worked, hasn't reacted to it. And yeah, it's had one coat. So I'll let that dry for the rest of the day. I did that yesterday, and yeah, I'm going to run over it again and smooth it a bit more. Probably do it twice yet, because I do want this sort of smooth polish finish on the lid. Show you the box that it comes from. Yeah, this is built out of these, put together. Yeah, don't know what they're called, locked together wall panels. That's going to go on the firebox. Look at the bend in that. That's just from sitting out here in the weather. But yeah, that's the blanket box I made. And if the camera's going to pick this up, I haven't washed this one yet. This is the lacquer I put over the top. You probably can't see it. It's just like a film of oil. It just hasn't dried. It's having a reaction to the other lacquer. Yeah, the trolley gets used again. I made this trolley in a hurry to get a ute tray out of the bush that I wanted to cut up. That was when I was building my Volkswagen. I wanted the floor, the rib floor part out of it to repair the floor of my Volkswagen. But it just keeps getting used over and over and over again. Yeah, and so yeah, it was put together in like half hour flat out of a couple of old ride-on mail bits. If you haven't seen this before, just got a pivot point there going onto the steering arm. As you pull it, you can steer it. It's an absolute bonus. I've ever had so many things on this. Yeah, a bit loose up the top, doesn't matter. And, it's one of the best things I've ever built, this trolley. Seriously, it's just so useful. And, yeah. The other thing that's going on, it's a bonus of helping people. You know, I suppose it comes back to being a Christian, I suppose, and yeah, just try to be helpful, give freely of me time, where I can, and but yeah, things come back to you if you do good things, you get good things in return. That's just how it works, you know. If you go ripping people off or being nasty people, you get that back too. So, but yeah, he's bloke I've been helping out because he has paid me for certain jobs. He's been a bit generous too, but yeah, he's just said, I got all this tin and timber and stuff. I got a whole trail load of tin. There's a whole lot of it. Yeah, let's stack this high under that. That's the shorter bits. Some of these are real long. I had to cut a bit off them, but yeah, there's like if you had to go and buy all this stuff new, yeah, there's $1,000 easy worth of tin and timber, and I could probably build another carport now or another shed. Yeah, but yeah, all just freebie stuff. Just because I've been helping the bloke out over the last few years, and along with that, he stripped the bait out a while back, and he had this Volvo Penta engine in it, and it had got water and it had water damage in the bores and whatever, you know. Yeah, and he put it in to get it reconditioned, and then he never ever picked it up, so we just got all these parts left over. I've still got the gearbox coming, got a full drive shaft, the clutch, bits and pieces, flywheel, but there's also a whole lot of other bits, like forward control thing with the cables, got all that, instruments, other new bits and pieces there, switchboards, diesel pumps, engine mounts, Bilge pump switch, and there's more of it coming today, so yeah, that'll all be going on Gumtree. Yeah, he's got all the injectors too. He got the injectors rebuilt, and that cost him $700 as well. So, but anyway, yeah, anybody out there into marine stuff, I'm looking to sort of buy. I got a shell lined up, a Volkswagen shell. I'm still $450 short of picking that up, so that's what I'm sort of hoping for with this parts, is to, I probably won't ask $450, probably $200-300 or something, I don't know. But yeah, if I can get somewhere towards doing that with all these parts, I'm not going to hang on to them. I got nowhere to put them anyway. So yeah, so that plus some more bits and pieces, gearboxes and injectors and a few other bits and pieces. So yeah, that'll all be going cheap. But yeah, got to go and pick the shell up. I've got the frame here for, I want to build a trailer to tow behind my Volkswagen to go camping. I've got the basic trailer made, haven't registered it yet. I still got, they changed the regulations, and you got to go for a whole lot of drama now to get a number allocated and stamped in and all that. So I haven't got around to doing that yet. But yeah, what I want to put on top of this, I got another Volkswagen shell, and I'm going to cut the back section off it, and I'm going to butt it up to the front section, and that way I've got a small trailer that resembles a Volkswagen, that is fully sealed from the weather, and lockable as well, and have it so you can open the front or open the back. Of course, it'll have Volkswagen guards somewhere in the center of it. Obviously not where they are, but yeah. So in position of the wheels. So yeah, when I do get the shell on, I'll be taking these off. Because it won't be a permanent thing on it too. It'll be an unboltable thing, because I still want to have a a normal box thing just for carrying dirt and stuff like that in. So yeah, it'll be all unboltable. But yeah, that's a project that I want to get happening soon. I'll make this Volkswagen trailer, and yeah, as I said, I'm still $450 short. So yeah, between these yeah, boat parts and a Briggs motor. So hopefully I'll be able to rake up enough to go and pick the shell up and get started on that. So it's a future project. And anyway, as I said, a bit of a all over the place ramble today, but yeah, and this first still got the mess here from. I did a video. I rust removed what was it? Oh, it's my extractors, yeah, me headers. But I wasn't terribly happy with the way, like, it cleaned them up good, but then it seemed to oxidise immediately. You know, it got a stain from the hydraulic acid, and yeah, that was more so on the second piece than I did, which was the seat back. And I've since found, yeah, something that appears to work better and not leave a whole lot of residue or oxidise as quickly. Yeah, it's a mixture of citric acid and baking soda, so I'll be trying that next. I've still got a couple of things to do, and the main reason for doing this, like other things, I'll clean up with the wire brush and sandblast and stuff like that, but when you get to things like this is my split reclining bench that I've made. Actually, now that I'm out here, I'll show you all of it. This is my messy garden shed. I'm going through the process of cleaning that up at the moment too. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that's the back of the driver's, back half of the seat, and that again has internal panel, things. But so yeah, I had that soaking in the hydrochloric acid as well. Got all the rust off it. Yeah, prime painted it, sprayed rust converter just for the flash rusting inside it, and I've also sprayed fish oil in it as well. You see the fish oil still draining out of the inside of it. I'm not at all worried about fish oil being able to paint, because it's the internal frame of the seat. Won't see any of it. As long as it doesn't rust, that's plenty good. But yeah, I've still got these other bits to do. So that's the other half. This is the passenger side, which is the left side in Australia. You can see these are the backs of bucket seats, and I've used the hinges and whatever. I cut the whole back off the bench. I've extended this one over so it meets up with the other, with the driver's back, and I've got to get all the rust off these now. I'm going to paint it up, so it'll be something I'll show you in a future video. Split reclining bench. And but yeah, as I said, I need to do another rust cleaning on this, because you got to get it out from all the internals. There's no point cleaning the outside and painting away and having it just continuing to rust on the inside. So yeah, but I've got to make because that's going to take a considerably more amount of acid or whatever to soak these in. So yeah. Anyway, we'll get to that video when we get to that, and show you my split reclining bench seat. Alright, well, leave it at that. Bit of a all over the place ramble today, but yeah, if you're still with us, thanks for watching. Bye.